For years, psychologists talked about two main types of people. You were either an extrovert, you know, the life of the party, with the lampshade on the head, or the introvert, who's sitting over in the corner, who would rather steer clear. But did you know that there is a middle ground of the personality spectrum? There is. They're called ambiverts, and they fall somewhere in between the introverts and the extroverts. One expert believes that 2 out of 3 people fit that description. Wall Street Journal reporter Elizabeth Bernstein looks at the impact in her newest Bonds relationship article and joins us at the table to explain. So let's talk about ambiverts, introverts, and extroverts. Because I think when you think extrovert, life on the party, that with a lampshade, that is, I'm exaggerating about that.
No,
but break it down.
So what it is, the definition of an introvert and an extrovert is by how they're energized. So an extrovert is somebody who gets energy by being out among people. An introvert is somebody who is energized by being alone and is drained by being out with people. So the ambivert's in the middle, and they could go depending on the situation. They like to be with people, they're friendly, but they need time alone as well.
What are the benefits of being an ambivert?
So you can sort of switch hits. So you can, you know, you're better at dealing with a lot of different kinds of people. So, you know, if you can go out with people, say even if you're married, you know, you can follow your spouse if they're extroverted, but then you can go with people who need to be alone too.
Well, you might be surprised to learn that we all took the quiz. Any guesses about how we scored?
I heard how you scored, and I was wrong because I think that I would have said Gail was extroverted, but you're an ambivert.
We have some questions about how Gail actually took the test, or I do. But
no, we don't. We ain't got no questions. I took the test.
Here are some of the questions, because we can take this online quiz.
Yes.
One of the questions, I start conversations with people I don't know. That would be an extrovert, right?
That's an extrovert.
Gail, you do that.
I said strongly agree. I did.
Yeah, you stop people on the street and talk to them.
You probably said strongly agree too. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I said neutral on that, because I don't usually start conversations with people I don't know. But I ended up an extrovert.
What are you, Nora?
I was an extrovert.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Another question. I am the life of the party.
Extrovert.
Charlie, how did you answer that?
I don't know. How did I assume I said I agree.
Yeah, strongly. And Gail?
I said neutral.
Neutral. But you always are the life of the party.
I said neutral. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, let's make sure we understand that agree, strongly agree is the difference.
And it is how you score on the whole quiz, so they balance each other out.
Yeah, I mean, life of the party does not mean to me you go in and you say, hey, look at me.
That's right.
It's not that. It is just that people find you there interesting and like to talk to you.
Yeah. One of the other questions, when I'm around people for a long time, my energy fades.
So that's definitely introversion.
Right.
So you want to be alone, you're just drained.
And find out one of these other questions, I tend to want others to pay attention to me.
Extroverted, so you need that. So probably lots of reporters, I thought, but people, my colleagues.
I don't think you can be on air in TV news and not be some form. I don't think you can be an introvert and be on TV news. What are good jobs for ambiverts?
So I think teaching profession, probably diplomacy, people that need to talk and change it up according to who they're dealing with. But also what's interesting is you're probably very good at relationships and parenting.
Yes.
So you're probably very good at parenting because you can react to your child as opposed to just here's my personality and it's very sad.
And I mean, by definition, saying an ambivert can do either, can be liking crowds or in fact like to be alone.
Exactly.
You have to be an extrovert. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, it just seems to me that is the definition of an ambivert, and that is an attractive thing to be.
It is attractive. And remember, they're all on a spectrum. So, you know, if you think of them like extrovert and introvert, you know, you can be a little bit more to one side or the other and still be an ambivert.
And does your personality change over time?
Yeah, no, it's pretty set. In fact, psychologists know that it starts as soon as you start to see personality in babies and toddlers, that's where it shows up.
Well, I know what Grace is.
Grace is Nora's daughter. What is she?
I think she's an extrovert.
Yes, with a capital E.
Yeah.